Hello again, it's Bernadette here, Simply Be Art Cape Town. Today I'm going to be doing an experiment with a new silicone that I received to test. So I'm going to see how well the silicone works with the DALA paints and my glue and water mix that I use as a pouring medium. If you want to know how I mix my pouring medium using the white craft glue and water, please go and check out this video that I'll link up at the top for you now. So I have never used the silicone liquid oil. This will be the first time that I'm testing it, and I wanted you to see the results for yourself. So I'm going to be doing a flip rect cup, and I will be using the DALA White Craft Paint. I'm going to be using the DALA Craft Paint in a verdigris. It's a nice deep turquoise. I will also be using the Zelcraft Craft Paint in a copper, and I'm going to be using a DALA Craft Paint in a chiffon blue. I'm also going to be adding a little DALA Craft Paint in black for contrast. That's the black. Now my paints are mixed. I've mixed up these small cups of paint. Each one contains 45 grams of paint. I've mixed it up just to test 20 grams of paint to 20 grams of pouring medium, which is the glue and water mix. And I have added a teaspoon of water, 5 milliliters of water. So each cup contains 45 mils. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups. And I'm going to be layering all these colors. I hope to get 2 layers in this 250 ml cup. And we are going to flip it over. I'm going to rake it, and then we're going to stretch it. Now there's no silicone oil in any of these paints yet. I'm still to add the silicone oil, but I want to do it while you are here with me. So that's the silicone oil. I'm going to pick it up with this is a 1 ml syringe that I got at the local pharmacy. I'm just pulling up the silicone oil into the syringe because I only want to add 1 drop, just 1 drop to the colors. I'm not going to add silicone to the white and the black. I'm only going to add silicone to the blues and the copper. Just 1 drop. I figured, now this is not scientific and it hasn't been written down anywhere. I just want to start with 1 drop per small tot glass. So 1 drop for every 50 mils of paint, 45 to 50 mils of paint. Now this is this is not a thick consistency, the silicone oil. It's like water, so you've got to be very careful how you pour it in or squirt it in. That's 1 drop. Now for the copper, that's 1 drop in the copper, and then in the verdigris, that's 1 drop. I'm erring on the side of caution. Now I'm stirring the silicone into the paint. That's the chiffon blue. Now for the copper, this is a beautiful copper, and into the verdigris blue. Just 1 drop I put in here, and I'm just stirring it through. All right, let me put this aside. Now let's do the layering of the cup. I've got 2 little dots of white because I want the white to show up. So that's white. Now for the verdigris, I want to do 2 layers for another black. I'm just layering it on top of each other. A little bit of white again. coppers next. And then the chiffon blue. That's our first layer done. I'm going to start with the next layer, just continuing on top of that blue. I'm going to empty out this white now. I'm so excited to see the results. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you're new, thank you for joining me. Please hit the red subscribe button at the bottom right hand corner of this video. And then click on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video tutorial. I do acrylic painting tutorials. I do oil painting tutorials. And I often do a soap video here and there. So thank you to those who have already subscribed. If you are back, clicked on my channel today, thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time. Copper next. Cup is filling up nicely. And the chiffon blue is last. Put that on top. So this is an experiment. I am as curious as you are to see the results. Just get the paints out of the way and the empty cups. Alright, the cup is full. I've got an A4 size canvas. It is 21 centimeters by 29 centimeters. I'm going to flip the cup now. So I'm going to give the paint a chance to fall down to the bottom of the cup. We're going to lift it and then we're going to wreck it and then we're going to stretch it. So I'm already seeing some beautiful cells forming. It makes me feel very positive and confident. I love these colors. I'm not going to drag it anywhere. I'm just going to lift the cup off the canvas and then we're going to wreck it. All right, I think that's good. Ooh. Just pushing the paint around the canvas a bit. Getting my corners. Those colors look so beautiful. I'm going to torch it now before I stretch it. I see some bubbles. But I'm also torching it to bring up some cells this time. There's a bubble there. All right. Let's stretch this one out. I'm just going to go over the edge because that's where over this edge because that's where most of the paint is lying. So let me get it over there. All right. I'm going to go to that corner now. Oh, these cells look beautiful already. Bring it back to the middle. I'm going to come to this corner now because most of the paint is in this area. So you move to the side where the paint is gathered the most, where the weight of your paint is, that's where you want to go. So I'm going to this corner, got it over. Wow. I'm going to bring it down to this corner. Remember, there was only one drop of silicone in my paint, and this silicone has given big, big, big cells, such huge cells. Oh my goodness. I want to torch it again to see if I'm going to get anything else. And then we're going to see if we need to stretch it some more. I want to stretch this edge off a little bit more. That bottom edge close to you, I want to stretch that off a little bit more. There's a lot of paint right there. Bring it back to the middle. Now the thing with a flip cup, you've got to know when to stop. It's so easy, you get caught up in stretching and then you overstretch your canvas. So easy to overstretch. All right. I'm going to take off my gloves because they're quite messy. I love the colors. Let's just torch it again. See if anything else comes up now that there's a thinner layer of paint on the canvas. And then we're going to give it some time to develop. The heat of your torch plays with the silicone and it creates some beautiful effects. My torch is empty, guys. I need to go and fill it. That's it. I'm going to fill my torch. You see how these cells have popped up in that copper band? It was first a solid copper band and now there's some beautiful cells that are popping up there. Look at this lovely turquoise cell that's just popped up right in the center there. I'm loving how it's developing. I think the silicone has played well with the glue and water mix, but it's still a little bit too early to tell. This paint will morph and move and change. I'm going to see to my corners now. Just picking up of the paint that has dripped off the edge. The reason we clean the underside of our canvas is that the paint will continue to stretch over the edge. And those little drips of paint will pull the paint that's on top of your canvas. It will continue to pull it off. So you want to clean that off so that the paint has got nothing to pull from. All right. The cells are still developing. I love this colors in this canvas, and I noticed that the black is starting to make an appearance now. Let me bring you down for a close-up, and then you can see what I am looking at as well. So the cells have been developing very nicely, and that solid bands of copper now has some beautiful blue verdigris and chiffon cells in them. Now let me show you something exciting and extra. We've just poured from this cup, and at the bottom there's still some paint that is left. Now this paint never ever goes to waste. There is another purpose for it, and I'm going to show that to you now. So whenever I do a pour and there's paint left, I will pour the rest of the paint onto a picnic paper plate and create beautiful acrylic skins such as these. Here's another example. These are all from acrylic pours that I have done in the past. I would glue glass cabochons to them once they have dried and leave them to set overnight. Thereafter, I will peel these skins off and I will create beautiful jewelry pieces from these cabochons. Let me show you what that jewelry looks like. So these are just some of the gemstone necklaces that I create using the skins from leftover paint. So there's not only the excitement of a beautiful pour with amazing cells, but you also get to experiment with jewelry making. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, like it and share. Continue to watch my other videos that has been shown to you now. You can click on one of the cards and you will be taken straight to that video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Until the next one. Bye for now.